from to catch up to you, but they will catch up to you. Be sure your sin will find you out. If humans don't find you, God will shout it from the housetop himself. God's a tattletale. Yeah, he'll rat you out for sure. When Jesus... Are you lost from God because of your careless meandering and your foolish choices? Choices have consequences. It may take 5 or 10 years for them to catch up to you, but they will catch up to you. Be sure your sin will find you out. If humans don't find you, God will shout it from the housetop himself. God's a tattletale.
Matthew 7 and... hang on. Had a hair in my mouth. Finally got it out. Matthew 7 and John 14. They both say, ask and you shall receive. Titus 1, God cannot lie. Titus 1, God cannot lie. Malachi 3, God does not change. Malachi 3, God does not change. Romans 10, faith comes by hearing, hearing by God's word. Hebrews 11, without faith it is impossible to please God. Romans 10, faith comes by hearing, hearing by God's word. Hebrews 11, without faith it is impossible to please God. Psalm 138, the Lord will perfect that which concerneth you. Psalm 138, the Lord will perfect that which concerneth you. Heavenly Father, I confess my sins. I forgive those that have sinned against me. Lord, every time your people and I are watching TV or doing our favorite form of entertainment, I ask you to give us the desire to pray that we will be unable to make careless or foolish decisions. I ask this for me and every Christian in Jesus' holy name. Lord, thank you. Amen.
And Saul said,
They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
Then Samuel said unto Saul,
Stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord hath said to me this night.
And he said unto him,
Say on.
And Samuel said,
When thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel? And the Lord sent thee on a journey, and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord?
And Saul said unto Samuel,
Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoil sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgal.
And Samuel said,
Hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
And Saul said unto Samuel,
I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and thy words.
that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away.
Mark 9. Mark 9. All things are possible to those who believe. All things are possible to those who believe. I would tell you the verses if it didn't take much time and if I knew where they all were. Psalm 138. The Lord will perfect that which concerneth you. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
See that none render evil for evil unto any man. Now we exhort you, brethren, and do esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. Comfort, and we beseech, wherefore, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together, and edify one another, even as also ye do. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. Comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men. See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. Rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesyings.
Matthew 22 says one of the two most important commandments is to love your neighbor as yourself. If you want to know what the other of the two is, Matthew 22 will also tell you that one too.
Sacrifice. Say that with me. Obedience is better than sacrifice. That's a Bible verse, by the way. That means God had rather for you to obey him than to give him $10,000. God doesn't need the money. He owned it before you got it. And when they put you in a box, he'll still own it. But he wants you to obey him, because your obedience is validation that he's Lord of your life. You won't live one happy day until you surrender to the will of God the Father. From Adam and Eve until late last night, that is the law of the kingdom of God. Our Father which art in heaven, he has all power in heaven and in earth. He has all authority. And as long as you obey him, he will move heaven and earth for you. But when you rebel from him, he will take his hand of blessing away, and life will become hell on earth.